Hey guys, welcome back to another Bus Squad episode. Today we're going to be running a couple wires and getting them ran on the boat. Going ahead and get some stuff situated on there so it's not just a big rat nest in the bottom of the battery bay. And basically if it was an inboard motor, it'd be the engine bay. But we're trying to get all this stuff realigned, get it all fixed, get all these set the right way, ran the right way. We're gonna get this one fixed here and ran to here and get it clamped in like it needs to be, so that's already done because the one that was already on here before was it was way too small. We need to get these clamped in as well, and we gotta get her going. So once we get it running and everything else, we should be ready to go. Other than that, we do have a few spots here that need to be filled in. We're going to fill those in with some silicone, get that to where it's done. Do these little screws too, because I don't want to take any chances of anything leaking. Look, this spider right here thinks it's just old as heck, so it's going to do what it needs to do. Other than that, these are my 3 aerators. I know for a fact, and these 2 go to the builder, I do believe. Now, that's the bolt plug there. I mean, I'm gonna have to do some trailer work as well, as y'all seen. I mean, they do have a bungee cord gear, so it doesn't look all that great, but I mean, it's there. It holds for right now. Other than that, we're gonna get this running. We did get it to kick over. It started to tick in to engage the game wheel on top, or the fire wheel, time wheel. So many different things. I'll go ahead and show you guys. So there it is. There's the catastrophe I'm dealing with right now. But we got her to engage, kick up, and then try to spin her over. But this motor may be filled with so much gunk that it's just probably not gonna want to fire over to begin with anyways. But we're gonna go ahead and take the carbs off today, clean them out totally, make sure there's no gunk inside the motor itself. We got a new solenoid for it. Not the right solenoid, but it'll work. It is a 12-volt solenoid and it had all the plugs that it needed on there, so I'm sure to fire over just fine with that being on there as well. Next thing we got to do, Dad helped us figure out the coil packs. So now we know what numbers these are. This is 1, 3, 2, and 4. Yeah, so all that runs perfectly. The only other thing I know is when we do get it to go ahead now with the solenoid being on there and do get a hot battery for it eventually to where it does kick over with the key. The ignition's right here. So see, like I'm saying, is we got a lot of wiring to do because this is the ignition casing right here. So all this is going to have to be put up there by the throttle box, mount it somehow. This little switch up here on the top end side is a kill switch for that. That's also got to be wired in. Because in order for us to fish tournament, we got to have a kill switch. But our main concern after that is after we get done cleaning this, we already had this on here. If it still doesn't fire over, then it's going to be this bad boy right here that's causing the problems, more than likely. And if it is, they're not easy to find and they're not very cheap. You're looking at about maybe $200-300 for one, because this is mainly the brain, the heart of the motor that tells it when to fire, where to fire, how to fire, how much fuel to put in, all that. And then if it's not that's going to be causing us problems, we're hoping that the water pump holds up, because this is very reliable for the motor. Because don't know if most of you guys know or not, but this isn't like a regular truck motor or a car motor. A boat motor, the way it runs is it sucks up, to keep it cool, it sucks the water in here, pulls it up to the top, cools the block off at the top right here, and then it shoots it back out through what we call the pisser. And that's right here. So it shoots it out right here. But that's how it cools itself off to keep the engine from overheating, because there's no electronic fans, or there's no pulley system or anything like that for this motor to keep itself cool. So that's how it keeps itself cool. And if that water pack is fouled in any way, it won't be able to keep itself cool. It's going to run hot, and then I'm going to blow the motor. So, but yeah, we got a little bit more to do. Flooring. Don't want to do anything with the flooring yet. I do already have that stuff pre-ordered, and it's just kind of sitting there waiting. But I don't want to do anything with that just yet. Have it all set up and then have to rip it back up and then put something else underneath it, because I'm still doing the bare bones of this boat right now. Another thing we have to hook up is the gas can, or the gas tank. So she's not hooked up at all right now. This is it right here. Go ahead and give you guys a inside of that. Oh, they used to have little chains, but it got cut off down there at the bottom of it. All I got to do is come back up and reconnect another hose and then run it all through there. But I'm gonna have to get me a full fuel assembly kit to get that done. And then later on, in a later date, because this is not gonna fly, we had to get it some different straps too for it to be in order to haul down the road. Dad backed us up and got us a transom saver, so that helps us out some. Not too much stress on the transom now with it just being hauled down the road without one. Because this is another main part of the boat right here. If this breaks at all, you might as well just forget about it, throw the boat away, go get you a new one. Unless you want to spend the time and the money trying to fix that thing. But the transom mainly holds up. I mean, you got to think this is a 115. It's basically a V4 almost. So I mean, that's a lot of pounds. That's a lot of weight back here on the back, and I can vouch for that. That motor's probably over 500 something pounds. That's a lot of weight back here in the back, just sitting on some plywood and some metal and stuff that's holding it up. But it's rated for it. I think the biggest motor we can have on here. Let's see. This thing right here, I tell us. This is the Coast Guard rating that I have on here. $150. So a 150 is the biggest one we can have on here. We have a 115, so we're still in that cover view. And I think what was on here was a 115, if I do remember right. So I try to give you all as many updates as I can about the boat. But other than that, that's where we're at with it. We still got like a long time before it ever be on the water. And a long time before it's ever in the tournament. So, but I'll keep you updated, let you know what goes on with it, and we'll go from there. I'll keep you updated as I'm pulling wires through and stuff like that, and y'all let me know what y'all think I should add in here flooring wise. Y'all let me know what y'all think I should do with motor wise, what I should add, what shouldn't I add. Seats, that's another thing too. If y'all find some seats and y'all want to comment down below, let me know what kind of seats I want to put in here. We can do that as well. This is another thing too I forgot to mention. These guys right here, you have to discard the tree. I'm in my grandma's old yard, and this tree is just eating me alive. But they used to have bigger seats that would go here, and they would lift up like entirely. You see the hinge right here. But I don't want to have these as an open area no more. I just want this to be a big seat. So I'm gonna try to find somebody that can do upholstery or something like that to be able to help out a little bit better on that. So, other than that, oh yeah, and we got to get some windshields for the boat. We don't have to have them, but I mean, it's nice instead of getting sprayed by water constantly. But yeah, you guys let me know what y'all want, and we'll go from there. We'll get it all set up and get it done for you guys. But I appreciate y'all watching, and keep you updated.